Hi and good evening, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for watching the guy that talks about nothing, all into a broken phone. My phone is so broken that I'm not sure anything at all could fix it. Not the federal government itself, you know? It's all with all of its buyback programs and rebates and bailing out large corporations and stuff. The joke didn't land where I wanted it to, but that's okay. I tried. And these are all impromptu talks anyway, so I hope that you guys are doing well. I want to talk about burritos tonight for a very specific reason, and that's because as a brown guy, I'm Hispanic, in case you didn't know, and that shouldn't make me any less of a person, by the way. But I am Hispanic, right? And so I eat a lot of burritos. And in fact, I want to talk more not just about burritos, but about how my limited eating has served me quite well. You know, honestly, I'm gonna say that I'm okay with my diet, and let's get into that, right? So I am not a big eater. You feel me? I mean, I like food just as much as the next guy. I'm not like, let's not go there. Like filet mignon, prime rib. I mean, a good steak every once in a while, hamburger. I mean, I am a human being, and so far as I know, and I enjoy eating food, and that's good. But I find that there aren't many things that I can eat that like don't make me feel terrible. And what do I mean by that? I mean like, again, this is not true. This is not scientifically accurate. I am nothing. I am no one. But I feel, in my opinion, like food is medicine. You feel me? And I feel like anytime we eat something, like it is, because we need to maintain some kind of energy. And like, while all of that is true, and you don't need to listen to my dumb sort of dissemination of what I think eating is or how my diet is and how or that should affect you, because it shouldn't. But what I'm saying is that like I love burritos, and it's one of the few food items that I eat on the regular as a daily. So I like food that I know isn't going to make me feel bad. Even if it's simple, even if it's bland, even if it's just something that I know is gonna just keep me alive. Like, I mean, at this very basic moment, I mean, I don't really know how to explain that. I just know that I'm a skinny guy, you feel me? And sometimes I wish I weren't this skinny. I really wish I could be a little bit bigger. I know that when I was 21 years old, I was involved in an automobile accident that was a direct causation of the shrinking of my stomach. And that's an actual thing. Your stomach can shrink. And FYI, it's also one of the only muscles or gastrointestinal pieces of yourself or something. It actually doesn't grow back. So you can go a substantial amount of time. It's like the same concept as getting, like that kind of surgery where they gastric bypass. It's like a forced gastric bypass kind of a thing, right? Because like a gastric bypass or whatever, kind of, I think, I'm not sure, but in some version of that, it makes your stomach smaller by shrinking it, and that's how that works. But in my case, it was not something I wanted to do. At one point in my life, I did weigh 132 pounds, the most I've ever weighed, and this was at the time I got into my car accident. So, when I got into my car accident, I broke my jaw, and my jaw was wired shut for a good part of a year, and I couldn't eat solid food. So, a lot, I think, of my diet, a lot of what my diet is now comes from the very fact that I was on a liquid only diet for a long period of my adult life at the beginning of it. And that impacted me because after that, I really was more mindful of what I ate. There was a time in my life where I had no fast food for like 5 years. Like I was insane. Like I don't even know what I ate then. Like I mean seriously, like what did you eat, Albert? Like seriously, like I'm a lot of cereal, a lot of ramen, a lot of Totino's frozen pizzas, which to this day still make me very sick because I've eaten so many of them. But yeah, burritos are one of those few things. Can you guys relate? Is there like food out there that you just like can't stomach? And at some point, I feel like our food has become so ultra processed that like my body is sick of it. I'm trying to eat this bag of Doritos, and usually I'd slam a bag of Doritos down in a day, you know what I mean? But like lately, a lot of the kinds of foods that I used to eat as like a regular daily snack have also turned into somewhat of like a bit of a poison thing for me because my body doesn't want it. Like when your brain and your body are like, "Hey, I don't know about those Doritos." It all comes to like sense, You're like to the realization that like what am I eating? What am I eating? Like and why is it that I now have a biological response to the junk food, the literal junk food that goes into my body? And I feel like again, it's because if you go a certain amount of time away from the ultra processed foods, away from the concept that just anything with calories in it is okay for you, then like I really feel like um, you have a better opportunity to allow yourself the things to eat in your life that aren't going to make you feel bad. And I guess that's the biggest point of what I'm trying to say is that like burritos and hamburgers and I don't eat a lot of chicken. There are times where I will go through phases where I just can't stop eating chicken. Most recently, I had my most recent chicken burnout because Uber Eats kept sending me and my roommate or my roommate and I coupons for Popeyes, so I was getting these buy one get one wings for a couple of weeks. But I tend to say that I don't eat a lot of white meat. Not by any sort of like I don't try to not eat a lot of chicken. I just my body's really not into it anymore. Honestly, it's not like I can't force it to eat chicken if I'm really hungry or something. But so chicken is actually not one of the things that I eat a lot or really at all. Anyways, fish. I had some salmon today. My problem with fish is that it never fills me up. My problem with fish is that anytime I eat it's worse than a salad. Like even when I eat a salad, I feel a little bit more full than when I eat fish. Like I get mad when I eat fish. Like I'm like, what is going on here? Why am I eating so much fish and I don't even like feel full? What's like, is there something wrong with me? I'm buying $14 sushi and I'm like upset after an hour. I'm like, what's going on? Isn't food supposed to make you feel the opposite? And that's kind of why I brought up IMO, food is medicine, because that's how I think of it. I mean, if I want to have a little boost of energy and have like a little bit of a sugar high or whatever, all right, I'll take a drink of a soda or something. Again, I mean, I'm not entirely disattached from enjoying some of the arguably more what allegedly or what could be more in the long term toxic kinds of habits, right? So while drinking a soda a day or even one or two may not be that good for you, I kind of am a sellout sometimes and I'll drink half a soda or something. I mean, again, food is medicine, and I really feel like you need to listen to your body, and whatever your body needs is what you need to try and provide it with. I feel like that's the best way to maintain the best kind of lifestyle health wise that you can as it concerns what you put into your body. Keep in mind that we live in an era of history where cancer is a leading cause of preventable death, all different types of cancer. And, a lot of what we're arguing now causes these cancer triggers to be activated, right? I would say is a big part of what our diet is. And I feel like if enough people were to just listen to their body, and I know that's tough. And what kind of advice is that? Listen to your body. I mean it. You know what I mean? Like, your body can tell you when you're full. Your body can, tell you, like, and you just got to listen to it. What is makes you feel good and what makes you not feel good. You feel me? And sometimes what makes you feel good actually makes you feel a lot worse later on. So, my name is Albert. This is Vlogs About Nothing, and we just spent 10 minutes talking about food or something, or burritos, or my diet. I hope that you guys have a really good night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.